Rosario Chupacabra. In the heart of Rosario, a quaint village nestled among rolling hills and lush vineyards, an ancient fear reawakened under the light of the full moon. The villagers whispered of a creature born from darkness and thirst, a nightmare that had plagued their ancestors for generations, the Chupacabra. The creature's return was marked by a series of chilling incidents. Livestock were found lifeless, drained of every drop of blood, their bodies bearing the unmistakable puncture wounds of the Chupacabra's attack. Panic gripped Rosario as the reality of the threat dawned on its residents. The village, once vibrant and full of life, became a ghost town after sunset, its people too afraid to venture out for fear of encountering the beast. Luis, a young farmer whose family had lived in Rosario for centuries, refused to let fear dictate his life. Armed with determination and the ancient lore passed down through his family, he vowed to protect his home and uncover the truth behind the Chupacabra's return. One fateful night, as the moon cast eerie shadows across the land, Luis set out to confront the creature. Guided by the old stories in the light of his torch, he tracked the Chupacabra to the heart of the old forest, where the trees whispered secrets of the past. In a clearing, illuminated by the soft glow of the moon, Luis came face to face with the Chupacabra. It was more terrifying than he had imagined, its eyes glowing with a malevolent intelligence, its body a grotesque fusion of beast and nightmare. Yet, as they stood locked in a silent standoff, Luis sensed something more, a deep sorrow emanating from the creature, a pain that mirrored the losses his village had suffered. Driven by a mixture of fear and compassion, Luis took a step forward, his actions guided by an ancient intuition. The Chupacabra, sensing his resolve, let out a mournful cry that echoed through the night, a sound that spoke of ancient curses and the cycle of retribution that had led to its creation. As dawn approached, the standoff between man and monster reached its climax. The Chupacabra, with a final piercing gaze, vanished into the shadows of the forest, leaving Luis alone in the clearing, the weight of the encounter heavy on his shoulders. The villagers of Rosario awoke to a silence that spoke volumes. The attacks ceased, but the legend of the Chupacabra lived on, its truth a mystery that Luis carried with him. He knew the creature was still out there, a guardian of the forest, and a reminder of the fragile balance between man and myth. And so, the story of the Chupacabra's curse remained open-ended, a tale of terror, sorrow, and the unknown that lingered in the hearts of the people of Rosario, a whisper in the night that the creature could return, should the balance ever shift again. As months passed, the eerie peace that had settled over Rosario began to fray at the edges. Livestock remained unharmed, yet a palpable tension hung in the air, a collective breath held by the village as they waited for the other shoe to drop. Luis, hailed as the man who faced the Chupacabra and lived, found no solace in his newfound status. The creature's mournful cry echoed in his dreams, a haunting melody that spoke of unresolved mysteries and ancient debts unpaid. Driven by a need for answers and a desire to protect his village, Luis delved deeper into the lore surrounding the Chupacabra, uncovering tales of a curse cast upon the land centuries ago, a punishment for a betrayal long forgotten. The pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place, leading Luis to a shocking revelation. The Chupacabra was not a mindless predator, but a guardian of Rosario, bound to the village by blood and sacrifice. The twist in the tale came one night when Luis, following a hunch, returned to the clearing in the forest. There, under the light of the full moon, he witnessed a transformation that challenged everything he thought he knew about the Chupacabra. The creature, bathed in moonlight, shifted form before his eyes, revealing itself to be not a beast of nightmare, but a protector of nature, cursed to bear the burden of its role until the original betrayal was made right. The true nature of the curse was not a punishment upon the village, but a binding agreement between the ancient guardians of Rosario and the first settlers, an agreement broken by greed and forgotten by time. The Chupacabra, a manifestation of this broken pact, sought to remind the descendants of Rosario of their forgotten duty to the land and its ancient protectors. With this knowledge, Luis understood what needed to be done. He gathered the village elders, sharing the tale of the curse and the true role of the Chupacabra as a guardian. Together, they performed a ritual of renewal, pledging once again to honor the ancient pact between man and nature, to live in harmony with the land and its creatures. As the ritual concluded, the Chupacabra appeared one final time, its eyes no longer filled with sorrow, but with a spark of hope. With a nod of acknowledgement to Luis, it turned and vanished into the forest, its duty fulfilled. The village of Rosario embraced its new role as stewards of the land, the legend of the Chupacabra evolving from a tale of terror to one of respect and coexistence. Luis, forever changed by his encounters, became a bridge between the old ways and the new, guiding his people toward a future where the lines between myth and reality blurred in the most beautiful of ways. And as for the Chupacabra, it became a symbol of the village's commitment to their pact, a reminder that beneath the veneer of myths and legends lie truths waiting to be rediscovered. But in the depths of the forest, where shadows dance and the moon whispers secrets, the question remains: what other mysteries does the land hold, and when will they choose to reveal themselves? Let us know what you thought of this story in the comments. Thank you for listening. Join us tomorrow at 9 a.m. EST for a new untold story. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more artificial apparitions.